Well, good morning and welcome to another edition of First Things First. Today is Thursday, September the 23rd. And again, as always, we're so glad that you've joined us today and thankful for what God is doing. It's a little chilly out there this morning. The temperature gauge on my truck said 54 degrees, I believe it was. To me, that's chilly. A lot of people says that they love it. It's okay. At least it's not down in the 20s and 30s yet. But so thankful for what God has done for us, and just looking forward to what God is going to do. Had a good prayer meeting and Bible study last night, and it's just a blessing. Had several out for the prayer meeting Bible study last night, so really enjoyed that, and thank the Lord for those midweek Bible studies, and it just kind of gives us that boost to continue on. And not only that, not just the boost to keep us going through the week, but there's a lot of things that we learn in our Bible study on Wednesday nights that it's hard to bring out in messages a lot of times in preaching, because we actually get to take our time and slow down a little bit and go verse by verse and see what God is saying to us in each one of the verses. So we love being able to do that, love being able to teach, and I've threatened a few times to kick my chair back and run a few laps around the fellowship hall whenever we are doing that. So I'm liable to do that one of these days. But we always have a great time in our Wednesday night prayer meeting. So come out and be with us each time that you can. But again, looking forward to what God's going to do this weekend, and thanking the Lord for pastors retreat that get to go on. They'll be leaving out tomorrow and be back Monday, so looking forward to that. But be much in prayer for Brother Jimmy Combs as he comes and preaches for us here at the church, fills in for me. I wish that I could be here to hear him, but I'm going to be tied up and just enjoying fellowship with some of my brothers this weekend. So looking forward to that. Good morning to you, Brother Title. So good morning to each one. And this morning, as we come to you this morning, Romans chapter 5, verse 3 is our 3 through 4, actually, but I'm going to take it one more step. 3 through 5 is going to be our verses of the day today. And this is one that I talk about quite a bit. And but it says in Romans 5, verses 3 through 5, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulations worketh patience, and patience experience, and experience hope, and hope maketh not ashamed, because the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts by the Holy Ghost, which is given unto us. And this morning, as we think about these things, it's hard to glory in tribulations, hard to be happy in tribulations and heartaches and problems that we go. But if we could see the end game of it, the final step of what we're going through, we would understand that God works all things for His good and for His glory. And we would know that the tribulations that we go through right now is only going to make us stronger and have more hope in our lives, and more blessings in our lives if we would just trust in Him more. So as we think about these things, we know that tribulations work at that patience experience, and experience hope. And it's kind of like if we could see the end of what's going on now, would be kind of like knowing that whenever I go to work this morning, and here in just a few minutes, that every 2 weeks I'm going to get paid a paycheck, and I know that it's coming. It's been happening for 10 years now, and I don't expect it to drop off anytime soon. I'm about ready for it to drop off so that I can be able to pastor full time and have this as my only occupation. But that would be great in itself too. But for now, I know that if I go in today, that next week I'm going to get my paycheck. And so as we look at these things, if we could know that we can expect blessings out of the tribulation, out of the things that we're going through right now, it kind of makes it a little bit better. I'm not going to say that it makes it all better, but we know that tribulations worketh that patience, and patience is something hard to deal with too. Is we want patience, and daggone it, we want it now, don't we? But it doesn't work like that. Tribulations worketh the patience, and patience is experience, and we want to have the experiences, and we want to be an experienced person, and be able to help other people. But we've got to go through those tribulations, and we've got to have that patience through the tribulations, and have the experience, and experience then worketh hope. And we have the hope that one of these days, by the grace of God, and that's the only way that we're going to get there, but by the grace of God, I've got hope that we are going to make it to heaven one of these days, and I'm looking forward to that. So as we go through these things down here, we go through our problems, we go through our heartaches, I know that the problems are not going to last forever. I know that your situation that you're in right now, that you're worried about, that you're fretting about, it's not going to continue on forever. There is hope today. There's even hope down here, that we can have our healing here. But if we don't get our healing here, then we're going to get our healing in heaven, and we're going to be blessed, and it's going to be wonderful over there whenever we finally get home, and don't have to worry about these tribulations anymore. Our patience has been rewarded, and our experience has been just overwhelmed, and we can tell each other our experiences. And I think about sitting down with people like David, and people like Peter, and Paul, and all of those apostles, and sitting down and hearing their experiences, because I can just imagine, that this book doesn't do it justice, all the things that they went through and all the things that they did, and just hearing their experiences. But more than that, sitting down with my Jesus and hearing his experiences, because the Bible even tells us that the books in this world, the books couldn't contain everything about the Lord. And I know that I'm going to see him one of these days, and I'm going to get to sit down face to face with him. And I don't know if I'll have any questions. I kind of doubt I'll have any questions, but him just sitting down and talking to me, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time up in heaven when we get to be with him forever and ever. What a day that's going to be. So today, as we go through things, we go through our tribulations, let's remember there's an end to that. There's hope that is still out there. So let's have hope in our hearts and our lives today. I challenge you today to put first things first. Put that hope of God and the love of Jesus Christ in your heart and your life today, and see if God doesn't bless you through it all. And like I said, at the end, we're going to get our healing, whether it's here or whether it's in our home in heaven. We're going to get our healing, and God's going to bless us